Are recessions really bad for the economy? This question may seem counterintuitive, given the common perception of recessions as periods of economic downturn marked by job losses, decreased consumer spending, and financial stress. However, could there be a silver lining to these economic clouds? Today we'll delve into the short-term effects of recessions on the economy. In the short term, recessions can indeed be challenging. When the economy contracts, businesses often experience reduced demand for their products or services. This can lead to layoffs, as companies seek to cut costs and stay afloat. Furthermore, consumer spending, a significant driver of economic activity, often decreases as individuals and families tighten their belts in response to financial uncertainty. This drop in spending can further exacerbate the economic slowdown, creating a vicious cycle of contraction and retrenchment. However, recessions can also have some positive effects. For example, they can serve as a corrective mechanism, helping to eliminate inefficiencies and excesses that may have built up during periods of economic expansion. Recessions can force businesses to reevaluate their strategies, streamline operations, and become more efficient. This can ultimately lead to a healthier and more resilient economy in the long run. Moreover, recessions can spur innovation and entrepreneurship. During economic downturns, individuals and businesses are often forced to think outside the box and find new ways to survive and thrive. This can result in the development of new products, services, and business models that drive future economic growth. Additionally, recessions can prompt policymakers to implement necessary reforms and regulations to prevent future economic crises. The lessons learned from past recessions can inform policy decisions and help create a more stable and sustainable economic environment. In conclusion, while recessions can be challenging in the short term, they can also have some positive effects on the economy. By forcing businesses to adapt and innovate, recessions can lead to long-term improvements and a more resilient economic system. However, it is important for policymakers to implement appropriate measures to mitigate the negative impacts of recessions and ensure a smooth recovery process. But what about the long term? Could there be a hidden benefit to recessions that isn't immediately apparent in the midst of economic turmoil? Interestingly, some economists argue that recessions can indeed have positive long-term effects. They suggest that recessions can act as a kind of economic reset, forcing businesses and individuals to adapt and innovate in response to changing circumstances. Recessions can spur companies to streamline their operations, become more efficient, and find new markets or business models. For individuals, recessions can prompt reskilling or upskilling as people seek to enhance their employability in a challenging job market. In this way, recessions can potentially stimulate innovation and productivity growth over the long term. To recap, recessions can indeed be challenging in the short term, leading to job losses, decreased consumer spending, and financial stress. However, they can also act as a catalyst for change, spurring businesses and individuals to adapt, innovate, and become more efficient. So, while the immediate effects of recessions are typically negative, their long-term impact may be more nuanced, potentially contributing to innovation and productivity growth. So, are recessions really bad for the economy? As we've seen, the answer is complex. While the short-term effects are undeniably challenging, the long-term impact may be more positive than you might think. It seems that even in the midst of economic downturns, there can be a glimmer of opportunity and potential for growth. Thank you for joining this exploration into the economic enigma that is recessions. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, even in the most challenging times, opportunity can be found.